Hey, what's going on? What's going on? CoinOpTV subscribers, Robert Welken here, live streaming on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV. Doing a video talking about some Kung Fu movies from the 70s and the early 80s from a company called Shaw Brothers, which I pretty much grew up on these movies as a kid, watching the Saturday matinees, Kung Fu movies and stuff like that. And I just got a press release talking about how Twitch is going to stream 44 of these movies coming up here in February, which is exciting news. Now here's a little thumbnail. I have about 50 Kung Fu movie DVDs and Blu-rays from the Shaw Brothers collection. So I come to you with the truth, the word on the street, from the horse's mouth, or from a real fanboy, that I'm excited about this. The Twitch TV is going to live stream a whole bunch of 44 actually full-length movies from the Shaw Brothers collection. So here's the information. I got the press release here. So it's GammaRay and Celestial Pictures announced that they're bringing 44 full-length features from the Shaw Brothers' extensive library of Kung Fu movies to Twitch TV. Now Shaw Brothers had made over like 700 movies, martial art movies and fantasy movies and stuff like that. I haven't seen them all. I think I might have seen about 100, 200. Most of the ones I stick with are the Chang Che ones. I like him the best as a director. So I'll leave some of this information in the description below when the video archives, but it'll be on twitch.tv/GammaRay_TV's Twitch channel. So that's cool. So the marathon will be from Monday, February 4th through Friday, February 8th, 2019. So that's cool. You get to watch a bunch of old Kung Fu movies. And then after the marathon ends, they'll be doing double feature nights on Thursdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time for 4 weeks. So if you miss out on the initial run of things, you'll be able to catch up there. So far in this press release, they announced 3 movies, and I was able to watch the trailer, so I could see that there's a few more movies out there. So one of them is King Boxer, aka Five Fingers of Death, which is from 1972. Martial arts film directed by Jian Chang Hua. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So I'm pretty sure I've seen King Boxer. It's just kind of escaping me. I don't think I have that one on DVD or Blu-ray. But one that I do have, which is a classic, which is the one that every Kung Fu fan needs to see, is the Five Deadly Venoms, also known as Five Venoms. I have it actually on Blu-ray. So this is from Celestial Pictures there. It says on the back, a cult classic. Yes, so if you've never seen the Five Deadly Venoms, this is a good starting point. It kind of introduced the Venom mob, which is each of the characters, like the snake and the scorpion, and all the different Kung Fu characters in there. And then the Venom mob, as we sort of called them, went on to be in numerous other martial arts movies for Shaw Brothers Studios, but this was kind of like the early first one. I'm not sure if it was actually the first one, but it's definitely one of the early ones that really gained notoriety. It's got kind of a murder mystery to it. It's got a pretty hefty plot. It's got some really great Kung Fu and cinematic stuff happening. So Five Deadly Venoms, also known as The Venoms, is from 1978, Hong Kong martial arts film directed by Chang Che, starring the Venom mob. So I'm not sure what day that'll be airing, but hopefully that's like the first day to kind of like hook everybody in. And then sort of the somewhat sequel, but not really, the return of the Five Deadly Venoms, aka Crippled Avengers, is another one that's going to air. So Crippled Avengers was from 1978 as well. Shaw Brothers Kung Fu, same director, Chang Che, and also stars 4 members of the Venom mob. And this one, if the title isn't obvious about Crippled Avengers, some stuff goes down, and people get harmed and they get messed up, and they have to learn Kung Fu, how to fight Kung Fu, in their Crippled Avengers state of mind, but so there's 3 that they've sort of announced. I don't know if these are going to be cut or uncut. Some of these Shaw Brothers movies, they were bloody and gory, and people got stabbed by spears, and they'd rip it out and be like blood shooting everywhere. I'll be curious to see if these are actually the uncut versions that they're going to stream on Twitch or not. Another thing, my press release doesn't say whether or not these are going to be dubbed, English dubbed, or the original language, the English subtitles, but I did get to watch the little promotional trailer, and in that trailer, it looks like they're all dubbed, which I think is good, because I think when you go to these 70s Kung Fu movies, you kind of want to go for the action. And even though the dubbing is a little silly, you know, of course the lips aren't matching up to the speaking there, but you're kind of there for the action and the fighting. You know, the story kind of takes a little bit of a backseat, and the drama and the acting, it's more kind of for the action. And a lot of people kind of accept that and go with it. So that's cool. Now in the trailer, the teaser trailer that I saw, it looks like they're also going to include the 36 Chambers of Shaolin, which of course this is another legendary movie. If you're ever looking for a good starting place for 70s Shaw Brothers Kung Fu movies, the 36 Chambers of Shaolin is excellent, and the 5 Deadly Venoms are kind of the 2 starting points. Here, speaking of gory stuff, the 5 Elemental Ninjas, I hope this is one of the ones that's on the list. There's I think a couple of Venom Mob guys in here. See, they would put their pictures on there when they were re-releasing these. This is a great one here. It's pretty much like the Chinese Kung Fu versus the Japanese ninjutsu, you know, sort of a tale of the East versus West side clashing there. Some of the other ones I hope they do is Jet Li was in Shaolin Temple. This is a classic, one of the early Jet Li movies, also from Shaw Brothers. I think this is from Shaw Brothers. I'm pretty sure this is Shaw Brothers. I gotta double check on that. But Return of Master Killer, and this is aka Return to 36 Chambers. This is a good one as well. Gordon Liu, he was in a lot of the classic ones. You might have seen him in a lot of movies as kind of like the Shaolin monk, the bald head, doing a lot of those. Some ones he had kind of hair in them, but mostly had kind of the bald head there. I see a couple people jumping in chat. Let me quickly get my video up here so I can give some shout outs, see if there's any questions there. Hey, GB Games is a chat. What up, what up? Here's another one that's great, Shaolin Martial Arts. So one of the Shaw Brothers players, Alexander Fusheng, I believe is his name. Oh, there we go, Fusheng, Gordon Liu. He's another one of the guys that I like a lot. This is Gordon and Venom Mob and Alexander. Those were kind of like the great trifecta. I guess T Lung would be like another great one. Here's Shaolin Avengers. That's another great one there. There's Alexander and Chi Quan Chung. Again, I don't know if I'm saying these names right. It's been quite a while since I've said a lot of these names out loud. This is aka the Invincible Kung Fu Brothers. This is a good one. I hope I don't know if they're streaming these. I'm just saying I hope they do. Here's another one with some of the Venom Mob, the Kid with the Golden Arm. This is kind of like another intrigue and suspense with lots of kung fu fighting, and starring the Venoms. There you go, the Venoms of the Venom Mob. A lot of these DVDs, you can get like cheap or used online, Amazon, I don't know, eBay. I go to Amoeba Records in Los Angeles and I pick them up. Here's a great one, Invincible Shaolin. I don't know if they're going to show this one, but this will be great to see. These are all from like the 70s. Some of them might be from the early 80s. Here's a couple of the Venom. So here would be like the Venom Mob on the advertisement there. So when you saw these in video stores, you'd be like, ooh, it's got it's got the snake and the toad. They each have sort of their own little nicknames to them. Here's one that I hope that they put up, the Flag of Army. The Flag of Iron. So I'm reading sideways, looking at chat and everything like that, getting some of these things mixed up. But Flag of Iron, this is also by Chang Che, director. And basically, if you've seen this one, they got these these big flags. Here you go on the cover. And the Kung Fu guys kind of all use those in unison, and they're able to kind of like swipe people, knock them down, and stab them, and toss them. and everything. GB Game says, I love old Kung Fu movies. Yes, so not a lot of people on the live stream right now. I don't know how many gamers are into these Kung Fu movies, but it is Twitch. They are sort of a gaming network, and I am a big fan of 70s and 80s Kung Fu martial arts movies. Even new stuff now, you know, I mean, there's a lot of current martial arts and Kung Fu movies, things with Jet Li and, you know, kind of the 80s, 90s, we had Jackie Chan. I'm a big fan of all of those. So just wanted to jump on, give a shout out. Again, if you missed the beginning, it's 44 full-length Shaw Brothers Kung Fu movies coming to be live streamed for a week on Twitch TV on the GammaRay channel. I'll put a link to that in the description below, so check that out. If you have any recommendations for any of your favorite Shaw Brothers Kung Fu movies, let me know in the comments below. Thanks a bunch for watching for CoinOpTV. We'll see you guys in the next video.